Everything that's controversial and anything can go wrong often lands on my desk or on my shoulders, which is part of the fun of the job. If I were talking to the private sector, I'd say I'm kind of like the chief human resource officer of the Air Force and the Space Force. Recruiting, retention, quality of life, promotions, discipline, talent management, diversity, equity, inclusion, sexual assault, harassment, childcare, food security, all these things that you see in the headlines of things that are not working exactly right come onto my plate at some point in time. Military discipline, promotion proprietary actions, whether or not someone should be removed from the promotion list and have to make a recommendation. Medical waivers, particularly for unusual conditions. Should we commission someone? Should we not? The entire Air Force Academy and all of their affairs, ROTC, JROTC, because I am a political appointee, because I'm in the position to represent the President of the United States, the Secretary of Defense, and the Secretary of the Air Force's equities and defend their policies and budgets. And so I'm incredibly proud and humbled to do that. I think this is the most important thing. When he came out, the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, said, being gay has given me a window into what it's like to be a minority in America. And it's made me a more empathetic and a more sensitive person. And so every time I walk into a room, I think about who else is in the room and who's not in the room and whose voices need to be championed in ways that I can do by virtue of me being in the room, to open up opportunities for them to be sensitive to concerns that I might not have been necessarily sensitive before, to think about perspectives that I haven't been trained to think about, but to be doing so intentionally. And I think that is really the advantage for diversity and inclusion here. You know, when you create an inclusive environment where everyone feels comfortable bringing their best ideas to the table, to bring voices into the room, to have better conversations, to have better problem-solving abilities, and to affect our mission. That's why we're all here, right? You get better outcomes. And that's actually what I really care about. I care about the mission. I care about readiness. I care about outcomes. I care about taking care of people. And if I can leverage the fact that I might not be the majority in the room, but I can cover. So if I can represent those people who aren't there effectively, I think we're going to have a better Air Force, a more lethal Space Force, and a better Department of Defense. Every day, I strive to make sure that the military does everything we can to remain an employer of choice. Right now, we're in an economy with record low unemployment, 3.3, 3.4%, unheard of in my lifetime. At the same time, private sector wage growth is off the charts. And so if you want to leave, you can probably find a job. And what's new is it's probably going to be a pretty good paying one. I think people want to stay. And so what I want to do is pull away those artificial barriers, the things that might have made sense for a different era, and say, what do we need right now to make sure that people can serve to their full potential? The people who care about service, who want to do this, who are challenged by the mission, but given the exquisite, unbelievable technologies that our members work on, I want to maintain that expertise in the service. I want to do everything possible to make sure that people who want to stay don't have to make that choice between their families, between their career, and between a job that they love.